little tune, grooving on a Sunday here. So a lot of stuff you can do. I'm just kind of trying to get some of the vocal melody, just some little, not too much Hendrix stuff going on, because it's kind of a quick change between the chords, right? So we're gonna start out. We're gonna go. I'm just kind of doing the intro. I don't know if it's exact, kind of just doing my own little rhythm with it, right? So you're going to have an E flat major 7, E flat major 7, bar all at 6 from A down, then have 8 on D, 7 on G, 8 on B. Then you're going to go up to an F minor 7, bar all of 8, 10 on D, 9 on B, then up to a G minor 7, same shape, just 2 frets up. And back to F minor 7, and I kind of just pulse it, and then I do this. I don't know if it does that. I think it kind of just hangs on. But that's just kind of, you can play with the melody and the rhythm. So that's the opening part, right? And then I'm trying to get the groovin'. Alright, so we're going to play this E flat major 7, then take your pinky off of 8 on B, okay, and then strum 6 on B, and then put your pinky on 8 on G. Alright, then we're going to do almost like an extension of that version of that E flat major 7, but we're going to bar D, G, and B on, what is that, 8, and then you're going to have your pinky on 11. Alright, so you'll have so you bar D, G, and B, and then have your pinky on 11, take your pinky off, then you just have 8, and then put down your F minor 7 shape, D on 10, 9 on B. Alright, so you get, and I kind of do some 16th note scratches in between to fill the space. Okay. You just hammer on to 10 and 9, D and B. Okay. Then we're going to do some fills. Alright, we'll do it like 4 different ways, and it's much easier if you just keep it barred and play these instead of trying to do this and then come back to the bar form. So just keep your index finger barred, and then we're going to have it barred on 8, B string on 9, and then just pick the B and E and then slide that shape up to 10 and 11 and slide it back to 8 and 9. Okay, then back into the groovin'. I think on the recording he only does groovin' like every other time, but I just like to play it every time when I'm playing. Alright, then back to this. So this will always be the same. Okay, that part will always be how you get into it. We're going to do, you can slide, again, keep it barred, and then have 9 on B, 10 on G, slide into 11, 12, and slide back. And then back to groovin'. Okay, then we're just going to take this F minor 7 shape, and we're going to slide, hit the whole chord, slide it up to G, and then slide back, right? And then the last one, keep it barred. We're just going to hit D and G, 10 and 8, slide to 12 and 10, and back to 10 and 8. And that's going to lead us into the little refrain part, right? So all together, you get G minor 7, bar all of 10, 12 on D, 11 on B. And we're just going to do some fills. You can play G minor if you wanted to. Or just do 13 on E and B with your pinky. You can even do like, we'll do some of that too. Where you have 10, 11 G and B, hammer on and off a 12 on G, you get 12 on D, and then bar 10 on D and G, hammer on and off a D on 12, you get 11 on A. Alright, so it would just be like a, or you could just play it straight. Alright, so anyway. And then just go down to F minor 7. And you can do all these little fills, right? I just use B on 11. And then the same kind of, 8 and 9. Hammer on the 10 on G, pull off, get 10 on D. Then bar D and G on 8. Hammer on and off, get 11 on A. Alright, then you get back to G. And then to walk it up, we're basically going from a G sharp major to B flat. And I just slide into A on 3rd fret. And then get D and G on 13. And then slide into 17 on A, and get D and G on 15. Then back into Groovin. Alright, so that whole first verse and chorus, you get back into that. Alright, sloppy playing there, but so then the second time around you pretty much just do the same thing, but then it just kind of repeats, and then there's a part towards the end where he changes that little walk down. Instead of going, it'll go alright, and that little walk down is going to happen after you go back and forth between G and F. So it'll happen after an F, right? So you won't go back to G, you'll go to G sharp, or to B flat. Okay. Alright, so you get 13 on A, bar D, G, and B on 15. And then you get 11 on A, D, G, and B on 13. And then I just play G minor, 10, 12, 12, 13. And then you're going to go back to G sharp major, G minor, F minor, back to your E flat major 7 grooving. Alright, so you have a and that's the whole song, right? So you can mess around, there's a lot of licks. I didn't want to gunk it up too much with a whole bunch of fills and everything, so, but there's a lot of things you can do, so just experiment with it, practice slow, have fun.